Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Fonta, Flora Brewing Company out of Nebo, North Carolina. This beer is called Alpha versus Beta Carotene. So what this is basically an IPA with carrots in it, which sounds really weird, but they've done several IPAs with like certain roots and spices and whatever in them, and they've all been pretty good, so I do have faith that this will also be good. But just to read a quick description on the beer, it says, mashed with custom Pilsner malt from our friends at Riverbend Malt House in Asheville, North Carolina, along with heaps of flaked oats, fermented clean and crisp until bone dry with preferred house ale yeast, aged on an uncanny amount of local carrots, hopped intensely in the whirlpool and fermenter with mosaic citra and coconut-forward cashmere. Thanks to a happenstance summertime carrot shred while crushing an IPA, the flavors from both counterparts hummed, and this unique root veggie IPA was born. So it sounds like it's still going to be a pretty good IPA in spite of the carrots, but we'll see. This is 6.8 ABV, so let's crack it open and see what we got. I had seen that this was a thing like even before I moved down here, and I was thinking, I wonder if they're not making this anymore because I haven't seen it since, and all of a sudden they came out with they canned it, which is cool. So I'm pretty excited because I think this is one of their classic beers, and I haven't had it yet, so. Let's see. It's carrots. Well, that's a nice picture to see an actual clear, very clear IPA with a pretty small white head. I would say it's a darker golden color to almost an orange. The aroma is a lot of like peachy, hops. It's definitely on the citrus / tropical side. I'm really not getting any carrot aroma, which is, in my opinion, a good thing. I'm not really getting any malty notes either. I'm assuming this is going to be pretty clean. I am getting something. It seems really minimal, but it's, again, I think it's just something in the yeast or something that they have, because I get it in all of them, and I can't imagine that it's really a problem with all of their IPAs. But it seems like something that's like a very, very, very slight hint of diacetyl. I'll see when I take a sip. No. Not really getting it in the taste, so it must just be something weird. Generally, if something is diacetyl in it, I get it. I pick it up more in the flavor, because sometimes I'm like, oh, it smells good, and then I taste it, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of buttery. But this is the opposite of that, so I'm pretty sure that's really not. I mean, diacetyl is present in pretty much every beer, but I don't really think it's traceable. So it has a really nice drying character. And like I said in the aroma, it's very, very peachy. It's kind of like dry peach rings, which sounds weird because obviously peach rings are made of sugar. They're sweet. But the beer itself is very dry. but it's not super bitter, which is nice. I will say something about Fonta Flora. I know a lot of people shit on their IPAs, but if you want like something really clean that's not hazy and really, really nice fresh hop flavor, but also still kind of new school because it has like minimal bitterness, I think what they're doing is pretty good in that realm. I mean, to me, it's really reminiscent of Fatheads. Like, Fathead stuff, don't get me wrong, Headhunter has a good bit of bitterness, but it's still not that bitter compared to old school IPAs. The IPAs in Fonta Flora does sometimes really remind me of Fatheads, which is a huge compliment because Fatheads is just amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's just like peachy and earthy hops. Pretty dry. The bitterness level was pretty low. I'm not really getting any of the carrot character, but that's pretty much what I wanted. But damn, now I'm kind of mad that I only bought one can of this. I was happy that I was able to find an individual can because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to like this, even though I've liked all of their other weird IPAs. You never know. So I only got one can, but now if I can go up there in the next couple of weeks when I know this is still fresh, I'm going to buy more of it. This is really good. Honestly, there's really not too much to say about it because I'm not really getting the carrot, and it doesn't have like any off flavors. It's just super clean, fresh. Excuse me. Super clean, fresh, slightly earthy, slightly dank, way more like peachy character, a little orangey. So it's just a great example of a what I would consider a Midwest. That's what anything that reminds me of Fatheads, I like to call a Midwest style IPA. It's kind of a middle ground between West Coast and East Coast, and this is just a really, really good example of it. So, I don't even know what this can cost because I had a friend pick it up for me in a giant lump sum of other beers. So I don't know what this was individually, but I'm guessing a 4-pack of this is probably like $14 to $16. So at most $4 a can. It's definitely worth it. Really nice, clean IPA in my opinion, and I'm glad I got it. And I'm gonna try to find more of it if I can. So I think that's all I got on this guy. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to the next one. Thanks.